Welcome to Positive Energy with Crystals. Today we're doing Positive Energy Journal, and I'm excited. For May, it's May, right? Yes. Get my cup out of the way. The theme was grow, and I thought that was a good one. It's spring, and I thought that was a good theme for me. Oops. As you can see, I got my Scooby-Doo. I got gnomes and crystals. Here I did the prompts. Get to those in a little bit. More Scooby-Doo, crystal grid. So the theme was grow. The doodle was blades of grass, which I thought was kind of fun. And I really did. Adding these little blades was kind of fun. For the season, I had spring, but I'm feeling very summery right now. It's very humid and warm, but it's technically still spring. But when I switch over to April, we're labeling it summer because it's warm. Not as warm as some places, but it's definitely feeling more summery. Did I say April is the next month? June is the next month. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's just get into this. So my message, I used my charms for May. And my message came up as when learning about family relationships, rise above the prize and make adjustments. I thought that was a little weird message. I am planning a trip in June to see my family. And when I pulled that message for me, I thought it was kind of weird. I'm kind of now understanding it. I don't want to get into it on here, but it makes sense. And it was a good message to have. So in my pocket, I'm going to bring him out here. We have my amethyst, which I always have. I can't find my black tourmaline. I don't know what happened to it. It's just, I'm going to have to go through. I'm hoping it's in the shorts I was wearing yesterday. But it's not. It wasn't in my pouch this morning. So, and blue kyanite, which is this month's, it's May's crystal that I'm working with. I can't wait to do this video. This video is going to be a long one. The blue kyanite video. Most of my notes when I do those videos are like 1.5 to 2 page notes. I'm at 4 pages right now, and I need to go through. I think I finished them, but that's going to be a long video. I don't even know if I'm going to record it today. I usually record the crystal video and the journal video on the same day. I don't think I have time to record this video today. And then I've got my Lucky Lotus Stone, which I need to finish that video. So that's what was in my pocket. I had charms a couple months ago. I don't know what happened to the charms. Charms are lost now too. Usually when I lose like the black tourmaline, I usually end up finding it. But the charms are long gone, so I don't know what happened to those. Let's put this over here. Going outside. What I see, hummingbirds. I'm so happy the hummingbirds are here. I've got more birds at my bird feeder. Lightning bugs. That was a weird way to separate it. The new neighbor. Raccoon mess. I'm in a little bit of a fight with a raccoon. And the armadillos are out. What I feel when I go outside, stressed, uneasy, and claustrophobic. And that's the new neighbor. We're getting new neighbors, and it is what it is. Rain. It is so humid. Like so humid. We've had so much rain and humidity, and it's humid. What I hear, the neighbor's dog, the birds, and the hummingbirds with the little heart. And what I smell, mowed grass and mud. And the mud is because of all the rain. This was like a pond. For my gratitude, I started off right away my positive energy journal, and I'll get to that when I answered the prompts. As soon as I finished that, that's the first thing I wrote down. This has helped me so much, and I know if several of you have said it's helped you too, and I'm glad. It's made a big difference in my mental health. So I'm glad it's helping others. There's one that I covered up, and then I got a new cell phone, and the transition went good. I was a little worried. I'm probably one of the only people that hate getting new, like, computers, cell phones. I hate that setting up. And it's so much easier than it used to be. You know, I remember when you couldn't just transfer your contacts from one phone to the other. You had to manually enter them. And it was, I don't know why. I guess because I was younger and it was new, and now it's work. And there's a lot less to do. But anyway, my 200 plus subscribers. I'm going to talk more about that here in memories, but I'm very grateful for all of you. All right. So the memories. We did an Arkansas day trip. We went to the Daisy Museum and an antique mall that was in an old nursing home, and that was pretty cool. Antique malls, craft malls, and stuff are really, really popular around where we live. And when we did this day trip, I can't remember where this was, but it was an old nursing home that they turned it into an antique mall. So all the rooms were like separate booths, and there was so much stuff. It took forever. We were exhausted, but it was really great idea. So if there's ever an old nursing home around you and you're thinking about starting antique mall, vendor mall type thing, that's a really good idea. Really realizing how much my journal is helping. Once again, that I think this month it really became very apparent how much it is helping me. Bird setting off the camera for food. Okay, I will have to put the video in here, but I have to bring the bird feeders in. I haven't been here lately because I think the rain is keeping the raccoon away. But there was one morning that I was having a lazy morning, and it was like 10:30, and I still hadn't taken the bird feeders back outside. And we live in a camper, so on a camper you've got the hook handle as you come out, and we also have a doorbell camera set up just to keep. It was mostly when we had our dog, and it was kind of keep an eye on, like, if she was barking at something, we could see what it was and stuff like that. But it now works out that a bird can land on the handle, which they've never done before, and set off the camera and look into the camera to let me know that the bird feeders weren't out yet, and then it flew off. So I will put that video here. Other memories, we got our storage rearranged a little better. I made it to 200 subscribers. Now, I made a post about this, and 200 isn't a lot of subscribers compared to, the thousands other people have. But to me, that's a big deal because I'm a very, very, very niche subject. Crystals. There aren't very many channels dedicated to just crystals, and when they are, it's usually people trying to sell crystals. And so I'm a very niche subject inside of a smaller size community. The witchcraft, pagan, metaphysical community is not a very big. So the channels don't get gigantic like some of the other ones do, but so I'm a very, I don't expect to get the thousands and thousands that some people do. So 200 is a big deal to me. Now I think this morning when I was looking at messages, I had 207. So thank you to all 207 people, all of you. To me, it's kind of crazy that there's over 200 people that, I don't get 200 views. Not everybody watches it, but there's 207 people out there that think about watching my video every week. And that's a pretty big deal to me. And then we also had a fun Memorial weekend. So for the magic, I did my first of the month stuff. I did the first of the month and the full moon stuff. We did the protection oil around our sites. I discovered the Anonymous Crone podcast. If you haven't listened to that channel, I will put a link in the description. It is really good. It's very like beginner type subjects, and she describes things in such a great way. I love listening to her. I need to go back. I'm staying current with her, but I need to go back. There's a few older episodes that I want to go listen to, but it's really good. You should go listen. I've committed more to Hermes, so that makes 3 deities I'm working with now. Hermes and I have kind of been on again, off again. He kind of pops in, pops out, and I've kind of decided to make more of an effort, I guess, is what it really is. And that's been great. He's fun. I started working on the sacral chakra research, so hopefully that video will be probably not this month, maybe next month. It takes me a while to do the research, organize it all, and then do the video. So, and then I got some new crystals. Let me show you the. Okay, so that was our first official air conditioner break of the season, and I guess it's that time. You'll just have to get used to those again. Anyway, so I got these little pieces of petrified wood. I will put a link in the cards for when I worked with petrified wood last year for the month. I fell in love with it. It was amazing. I didn't have any tiny pieces that I could just kind of throw in like my daily carry bag at that point, but now I do, and I'm going to use one of these coming up here pretty soon for a trip, and I'm going to do what I used during that trip video once I get back. So that'll probably be a July-August video, but so you'll see one of these pieces. I don't know which one I'm going to carry yet because they're both really pretty. Can you see how good they are? I love them. Okay. I also got this evil eye to hang above our door. Things have just been kind of weird for us lately, and I was watching Sophie, the Midwest Magician. She did a evil eye video, and I will put that in the link down below too. And I decided I needed to do some evil eye work, so I'm going to hang this up, and then I don't know if I'll do like crystals for evil eye work, but we'll see. I don't know. That might be just kind of a personal work on it thing. And then I got this black tourmaline necklace pendant. The chain I'm gonna have to switch out. It's a little short. I haven't put it on yet, but this just looks short to me. But what I really wanted is, a long time ago I saw one that had a piece of amethyst with a black tourmaline, but it was huge and it just wasn't really what I wanted. But I really like this piece of black tourmaline. And since I don't know where my little piece is, I have to wear the necklace a lot. So those are my new crystals. Alright, now for the prompts. So like I said, the theme for May was grow. And so there was the question, actually let me bring up the list of questions because I just kind of shortened them. All right, first question is, what do you need to grow? Or what do you want to grow? And I put better health, both mental and physical. Now, as soon as I wrote that down, I started getting emotional. So I'm probably going to, as I read through them again, because I haven't read through them. Every time I started to, I get emotional again. That's okay. This, I wasn't expecting these prompts to get to me so much, but it kind of makes sense now. Let's go to light. What gives you energy? Hobbies, doing things that make me happy, and adventures. You know, the stuff that re-energizes me and gives me the energy to do stuff. From water and nutrients, what gives me strength? Feeling supported and loved, feeling accomplished, needed, and that I am needed and have a purpose. That was a little deep, and it's starting to rain. So you're probably going to hear rain now. And then for soil, what is my foundation? Protection. That's my little, oh, you can't see. Let's move this. My little tiger guy. I couldn't find a white tiger sticker, but I've talked about my white tiger before. That's my big sign for protection. Another thing that's my foundation is having a purpose, taking care of my family. So, I didn't realize how much, finding out what gives me energy and my strength and what my foundation was. I didn't realize how big of a deal that was to me until actually writing them out. And so that was, and then after doing that, that's when I started writing in the memories and the gratitude and all that. So this was a good one. And it was a good beginning to what I need to do. I just realized I matched my fingernail polish to my background a little bit, and the washi tape. That's funny. Easily distracted. So that was May. Now I don't think I've set anything up. Yeah, I haven't set anything up for June, and I almost said April again. I don't know why I keep thinking April is the next month. Anyway, so for June 2026, the theme is power. We'll do a sun for the doodle, and of course we'll do the message, what's in my pocket, magic, gratitude, memories, go outside, all the normal prompts. And then for our 2 questions, we're going to do, what are your powers? It could be talking to people, teaching, intuition, baking, building, problem solving, sales, whatever you think your powers are. And then the next prompt is, what plans do you have for your powers? Maybe you're going to try a bunch of new recipes. Maybe you're going to finally go through that Pinterest recipe board that is really, really big. Maybe you're going to create a tarot or oracle deck. Teach a class. Start a YouTube channel. Whatever you want to do with that power. And it doesn't even have to be something that you plan on doing soon. Maybe it's just something that you thinking about. Like, who's ever going to get through their Pinterest recipe list? I know I'll never get through it. but it'll be fun trying. So that's May for 2026 with my girl, and I'm kind of looking forward to Power. I didn't realize this was going to be such an emotional one, but it was kind of nice too. So if you want a refresher on what my positive energy journal is all about, check the description. There'll be a link to the intro video. It's changed a little bit since I've done that video. And then check for the videos or the other channels that I mentioned. And if you participate, be sure to use hashtag positive energy journal. Anyway, enough rambling. This was great. I loved it. If you've got any suggestions, like I said, let me know. I'm sending you lots of positive energy, and I will see you next time.